I'm going to show you how to make this very simple DIY tiered planter using just a few tools from the Evolution Power Tools cordless family. This planter is a great beginner woodworking project because you can make it from scraps or with wood from your local DIY store. It'll look fantastic in your garden when it's filled up with spring flowers. You really can use a variety of materials on this project. Any old wood you got lying around will work great. Old pallets, even old decking is a good option. But to keep things simple, we're going to be using some wood that we brought from our local DIY store. The first step in our project is to get all the pieces cut to length. Now you can adjust the lengths to suit your needs, but I'm going to keep it simple and follow the cutting list. I'm going to start with the 150mm wide boards. I need 9 pieces cut to 300mm long, but I'm only going to measure and mark one of those lengths. I can then get it cut on the miter saw and use that piece that we've got cut to mark all the other pieces. Right, so next we're going to be cutting the legs, and I'm going to be using the 50mm by 47mm wide boards. I'm going to start with the 2 shorter legs, and those measure 250mm long. So I'm going to measure and mark for 250mm. We can get that cut on the miter saw. Again, I'm just going to measure and mark the first one, get it cut, and then use it to mark the second. Right, so now we've got all the pieces cut, it's time for construction. For the first box, I'm going to be using 2 of the 128mm long pieces. Those are going to form the outsides to the box. I'm also going to be using 3 of the 300mm long pieces. Those will form the bottom and the 2 longer sides to the box. For the construction, it couldn't be simpler. I'm going to be using 50mm nails, some exterior wood glue and a hammer. So with the 3 boxes constructed, it's time to move on to the legs. And I'm going to start with the 2 shorter legs that are at 250mm long. I'm only going to need one of the boxes, so I'm going to put 2 to one side. We can just concentrate on this one for now. These 2 legs I'm going to get attached to the one side of the box, but we need it so the top of the legs is flush with the top of the planter. Be nice and flush like that. To secure it in place, I'm going to be using 50mm screws. I'm going to just be driving those in with a combi drill. We've finally got a planter that stands up. Now we can bring in the other planter boxes and get those attached to the sides. Right, we can leave this to dry now, then when it's dry we can come back, get it flipped over and get some nice plants added. And here is the finished planter. I think you'll agree, a very simple project and one that's ideal for a beginner woodworker. The materials are easily available and it doesn't cost a fortune to make. It uses minimal tools and can be made in a couple of hours, so it's an ideal weekend project.